What is up, YouTube? It has been a minute. The last time I vlogged was in Ohio. I currently live in Colorado now, and just haven't really been feeling the vlogging. A lot of these skate parks get super busy, so I don't want to be filming at a busy skate park. So I'm heading out early this morning. Got a little bit of motivation to try to film a vlog. So here we are. Been dealing with a lot of mental blocks with riding that I'm trying to overcome. Doing a lot of, I don't know what you would call it, like mental work to try to get over these. And a lot of these mental blocks are on things that I've done hundreds of times, so I don't know if it's just because I don't ride as much or if it's because I'm getting older. I don't know, but I have sessions where it's good and then I have sessions where it's bad, and it sucks when it's bad. Like, I feel like I can't do anything. It's like, what's the point of riding in my 40s? Like, I can focus on other things, so on and so forth. But I still love riding. So I don't want to give it up, you know? I've been doing it for so long. And, you know, as a little kid, I made a promise to myself I would ride until I was at least 40. Well, here I am. As of March 10th, I turned 40. It's, what, April 3rd right now? Maybe 4th? April 4th? Beginning of April. Still doing it. It just sucks. Nobody talks about, you know, aging in BMX and stuff and the struggles that come with it. You know, there's a few pros that have talked about it here and there, but they don't, you know, you don't hear anything about amateurs that are working full-time and trying to juggle a career, trying to juggle relationships, maybe even trying to juggle a family that still want to ride and love it. And it's rough. I never understood it in my 20s, and I barely understood it in my 30s, but I'm starting to get it now. And I suppose that's just part of life and growing. I see a lot of friends back home that are starting to get back into BMX that fell out probably 10 years ago, and that's motivating too. I wish they would have never fell off, but hey, they're getting back in it. Some of them have kids, and their kids are a little older now, so they're taking their kids to the skate park. So we get another generation of people riding BMX, and that's pretty cool. Especially second generation BMX or third generation BMX riders. It's pretty cool. You like to see it. This is ultimately a pretty positive thing. BMX, that is. Yeah, you risk injuries and you beat up your body, but if you stay with it, you know, you don't rust. You rest, you rust. So, yeah, it's a great thing. So, yeah, here we are. We're heading to the skate park. Hopefully, I can get a couple good clips, or at least film the process of, like, oh, here's a bar spin that I did 10,000 times, and it feels like it's the first time I'm doing it mentally, and then so on and so forth. That's what I'd like to document, is the struggles of being an aging BMXer that works full-time, has a pretty good career, and yeah, just let's get it. I think I'll go for a bar fakie on this wedge. See if I can get it first try. First try. No dead hops. Little too fast. I would have cased. I think I got to drop in from this A-frame. Slightly downhill. So let's get it first try. All right, not first try. Little sketchy. Little sketchy. Let's see if I can clean that up a little bit. I'm a little not confident, so I kind of threw it a little half-ass. See if we can throw it with a little confidence. It's better. Raw out with sketch, but we'll take it. I think I will try to bar air this wedge. Let's see how that goes. I think that'll be another good warm-up trick. Yeah, I got that all day. Yep. Whoo, man, that's what I'm talking about. Why am I like this? That was so sketch. At least I threw it. This is the stuff I was talking about on the drive here. Just silly little mental blocks on something that I've done 100 times. See if I can clean this up. There it is. That was nice. I'll take that. Let's see if we can get a couple grinds on the A-frame rail thing. Start out with like a double peg and work our way up to something. I don't know, probably like a feeble. Nothing too crazy. I don't think I'm going to ice it or anything like that. Doesn't really slide that well. So, yeah, let's get it. Double peg, check. Feeble now. Boom. Feeble, check. I'd really like to lucky it. Let's see, I know I tried it a few weeks ago. Couldn't quite pop out the way I wanted to at the end, but I'm feeling way better today mentally, so we'll see if we can get it. Ah, dang it. That one's rough. It's a lot easier for me on like ledges. I mean, that's kind of a ledge. It's a mental block because you feel like you could die. And I suppose you could. But we're not in the dying game today. Dang it. Ah! That's what was happening. That's what was happening a couple weeks ago. I couldn't get like the pop out of it. So I like kind of nosed out of it or whatever. I don't really want that. I want to try to get it clean, I guess. I don't know. Dang it. Oh, I may have to take that one. We'll see. That's about as good as I got it a couple weeks ago. Like, I can't pop out of it right. I think some of it's speed. I'm afraid to go fast at this. It's like, I don't know, maybe 6 inches wide. It's kind of a rail. It's like a rail edge hybrid. Probably could use wax too, but I'm not going to do that. Not today. Ugh. I don't know what that was. That was kind of ugly. Like, I feel like I should have probably wrecked on that maybe. I don't know. I'm stubborn and scared. Mostly scared. I just want one good one. One acceptable one. It doesn't even have to be good. What does that even mean? What's acceptable? I don't know. That's acceptable. I will take that. I will take that. I don't care. Like, I don't want to work on that anymore. I'm really impressed with this mic. I mean, I knew I would be, but definitely am. What I'm not impressed with is my labored breathing on everything. It doesn't feel like I'm breathing too hard, but man, that microphone is picking that up for sure. So the banger on this would be Tire Ride, which I've done before for Instagram. I feel like that'll be easier than the Lucky. You just gotta man up. Maybe I'll do another Feeble to fill it out and go from there. Oh yeah, I can definitely do that for sure. I just need to man up. Like, I think it's there. I think the bike control's there. I just gotta go for it. Visualize. It's just a Feeble. It's all a double tire is it's just a Feeble. That's all it is. Just a Feeble. Like, you just hop a little higher. You got this. Even though I've done this before, it is still scary. I just need to visualize it, you know? I know I can do it because I've done it. And there's a quarter on the other side, which I don't know if that scares me more than there not being a quarter on the other side, but it's like a steep Jersey barrier type quarter. I know if I commit, I'll get it. I just gotta like get it, shift into that gear, you know, the next gear of like, I'm about to do something crazy, something scary to me, and there's a gear that you can click in where you're like, you're all right with the outcome, whatever it is. Obviously, you're not visualizing the negative outcome, but you get in a place where you're like, okay, I'm okay with, I would rather try it than not try it, and just accept the fruits of the labor or the consequences. Oh man, it's definitely scary. I just just need to get my head there. Like, dude, this is safe. This is about the safest tire ride that you can have. I know I can do it. I gotta get on that level mentally and just be like, this is it. We're all right. Like, the Feebles feel pretty good. I'm aiming the front tire perfect. I just need to give it that little oomph. It's just like a little baby oomph. And then your tires are on there and you just ride off. Super chill. It really is. Sometimes if I stare at the obstacle, it becomes smaller in my mind, or I can comprehend it better. Because it's not the hugest thing in the world, but you know, it's decent. Like, it's, you know, not something that, you know, it's not nothing. But it's like, if I stare at it, you know, sometimes the obstacle becomes a little smaller, and then you just, in your head, you're like, oh, it's just a curb. And then you just go for it and you get it. That's what I'm trying to do here. So we'll see. I'll probably drop in, do another Phoebe, come around and just see what happens. I don't know, man. I don't know if I got that gear today. I don't know if I got that gear today. That sucks. I think I'm gonna 90 bar this hip to fakie. Should be sick. Not fast enough. Very nice, first throw. A couple weeks ago I was here and wanted to feeble this rail, and couldn't wrap my head around that either. Like I said, I don't quite understand what's going on with my brain. It sucks. I just can't comprehend some things sometimes. So yeah, maybe I'll try to feeble this. I just want to feeble the top. Okay. All right, nice. That's progress. I couldn't even get that last time I was here. Like, I know that was nothing, but it's something. Okay. All right then. Did not plan on feebling the whole rail. Hell yeah. That was a solid little session. Only rode for about an hour and 15 minutes. Got a bigger day of riding tomorrow with a few friends, so I'm looking forward to that. It was nice to get out today. Being on the bike and stuff is better than not being on the bike, I would say. I got, you know, a few things I was pretty stoked on. Like, I'm not getting that lucky as clean as I would like down the ledge or rail or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, whatever. And I didn't get the tire ride down. I just mentally couldn't lock in on that, like, for whatever reason. And it is what it is. I would rather be safe than sorry, I guess. There's always next time. I'm not stressing about it. Plus, I've done it before, so like I'm not like super hyped on doing it, because I've already done it, and I don't particularly care to do stuff that is kind of scary multiple times unless like I'm really stoked on it. I don't know. That's just kind of the way I've always been. But then at a certain point, like, I get locked in, and then the stuff that was scary isn't scary, and it becomes the norm. Well, that tire ride's still scary right now, and it is what it is. Like, I'm only riding like maybe 3-4 hours a week, and that's not enough, and it's always on the weekends. Like, I really need to get out during the week so I can get more ride time and get more confidence on the bike. I mean, that's ultimately what I need to do. Yeah, so we'll see. Was really stoked on feebling down the rail. I really wanted to feeble pop over into the bank, but feebling the whole thing on accident, second try, like, or first try, or I can't even remember now. I'd have to look at the footage. Pretty stoked on that, actually. That made up for not hitting a tire ride. Really stoked on the microphone as well. We'll see if I continue to vlog or not. Like, it was fun. Like, I want to, I think. But at the same time, I like just filming Instagram content. And I know in the past I did both. Like, whatever I got on the vlog was whatever I was going to post on Instagram as well, which is likely what I will continue to do. Like, I'm in the kind of like relearning phase. Like, I never really quit riding, but I don't ride enough to like have the confidence that I had, you know, even 3 years ago. So it's building back that confidence, and it's frustrating because I really have to do the basics. And I feel like my ego is like, well, you're past the basics. And yes, I am, but mentally I'm not. Like, you know, I should be bar airing on the wedges as warm up, but for some reason I get a little sketchy on them. Like, the first one I threw was kind of sketchy, and then the second one I threw was better. And some of that is, I think, from weightlifting and stuff. Maybe my pecs are a little overdeveloped, and my shoulders just, they don't want to work right away until I get like really warmed up. And then once I get really warmed up, it's fine. But to come into the skate park and within 15 minutes of doing a bar, it doesn't always work the way I want it to, and it gets discouraging, and I just want to go home, because that used to be like the warm-up trick, and now it's like I got to do like 180s and grinds and to get my shoulders lubricated. Like, and then once that happens, like, I'm pretty golden. Like, the 90 bar over the hip, it was first throw. Like, I had to pop the hip once to make sure it felt right. That's just like, I don't know if it's like an OCD thing or what, but I popped the first 90 over the hip. I'm like, oh, that feels good, and it just popped it and threw it. And it felt so good, like it never went away, you know. But it's one of those things, like, it did go away, and I had to battle off camera a year ago or whatever time ago to even throw it. And it's frustrating, and I see why a lot of people that fall off of riding don't get back into it, because they might remember where they once were, and it's discouraging. Like, it fucking sucks. And nobody that I know of really talks about, like, oh yeah, I used to be able to do X, Y, and Z, and now it's like I can't even do A, B, and C. And it sucks. It really does. It sucks. But it's no different than anything. Like, if you take time off from strength training, as an example, and you go back in and expecting to hit, you know, the lifts that you were hitting when you were fully into it, it's just not going to happen. You're going to get injured. Like, you're going to either get injured or you're not going to be able to lift the weight. And, you know, the bikes are the same way. Like, if you were used to doing, you know, tail whips as a warm-up and you haven't rode in 5 years, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if hop 180s or 180s are a struggle, you know, assuming that you had those in the first place. And it sucks, because you go back in there and you're like, man, I just want to rip again, and I want to do all the fun stuff. And it's like, well, no, you got to do the basics. And relearning the basics isn't as fun as the first time you learned the basics. And nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Like, it sucks. Like, it sucks going, for me, you know, relearning bar spins. Like, I've probably done 10,000 bar spins in my life, and I'm having mental blocks on them. Like, I kind of always did, but, you know, I'm almost like at square one with them, where mentally at square one with them. Physically, I'm not. Like, physically, it's still there. Physically, they come around. It's just whenever I mentally let go, they're there. Like, and it's like I never lost them, but mentally I have. Physically, I haven't. And it's a mind fuck that nobody talks about. And it's like some people have a better mindset than others. And like, I've never had like the best mindset whenever it came to riding. Like, it's always been like kind of a what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong situation that I've had to battle. And the only way for me to really overcome it was riding like anywhere between 10 and 20 hours a week after work. You know, riding as long as I could on the weekends, getting a 3 or 4 or 5 hour session after work. That's just what worked for me, and it's just not really in the cards right now from a endurance aspect. Like, if I ride for about 3 hours, like, I get pretty gassed, and you know, I just got to build that endurance up, really. And you know, for me, it used to take like maybe 15 minutes to get warmed up. Now it's like a half an hour, 45 minutes easily. And that's like a physical and mental warm up, whatever, you know, you deem is a warm up. Like, for me, it's mental and physical. And that's just where I'm at. And it sucks. Nobody talks about it. And I'm talking about it. Like, this is what you can expect as somebody that's either taken some time off riding, which I haven't, but I don't ride as much. So I can only imagine for somebody that takes a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years off, coming back and being in this beginner state again. It sucks. Like, it's discouraging. And I see why people get in and out of BMX now. I never understood it. It's rough, because I've definitely, you know, had conversations with my significant other about not doing this shit anymore. Like, it's frustrating. But then you'll have like this session that reminds you of your yesteryears, and it's like, yeah, I still got it. And it's like, yeah, you do still got it. You just gotta go out more. That's really what it boils down to. Like, you gotta go out more. You gotta ride more. It's a skill set. And the more you practice it, the better you get, the more confident you get, so on and so forth. And, you know, that's what I'm looking forward to doing this year, and have been doing. I've rode more this year so far than BMX wise. I've rode this year more than I did last year. Last year I was riding a mountain bike more. And I'm sure I will once summer hits here in Colorado. It's going to be like 90, 100 degrees. Like, the only time it's feasible to ride is early in the morning, and the skate parks do get crowded. So I'm going to try to ride in the morning, of course, but I think ultimately it'll be more of go into the mountains, ride the mountain bikes. You know, it'll inherently be cooler because you're in the mountains and you're shaded. Like, there's no cloud cover, there's no real cover on any one of these parks, so you're just fully exposed. And it is brutal. It's another level. It's desert heat. It's rough. So, you know, I'm trying to get it in right now, and it's, you know, today I think it's supposed to get in the 60s. It's April. In March, we had a few days that it was too hot. It was already in the 80s, 90s. And it was rough. Like, if you didn't get out in the morning, you forget about it. And I'm not one to go out in the evenings, because evenings you can go out again. And I'm not really one to go out in the evenings. Like, I have the bulk of my energy in the mornings. and like the evening comes around, I'm wound down. So we'll see if I can maybe change that and maybe ride in the evenings, especially after work. Like I have time to ride after work. It's just going out and doing so, and maybe meeting up with a few friends, because they hold you accountable. I didn't realize that, how much, like in my younger years, knowing that you had friends at the skate park, it was an accountability thing. Like, oh dude, I gotta go to the skate park because my dude, he's going to be progressing, and if I ain't there progressing with him, he's going to get so far ahead of me, you know. And it's not really a competitive thing, but it is a competitive thing at the same time. Like you want to, you know, if you have a friend group, you want to stay on the same level with them. You want to see them progress too, like, and you're missing that. And like nowadays, like you see how fast people progress on Instagram, and it's just absurd. Like you don't even have to be there. So yeah, man, like just get out there and get it. If you're my age, or you're getting back into BMX, whatever it is, just get out there, man. Like try not to have too many expectations whenever you go out and ride. Like I didn't have a ton today. Like I knew I had a few things I wanted to hit. I wanted to try that Lucky again. I really wanted to get the double tire on the A-frame. Didn't get it, but I got some other things, and it made up for it. And I'm really stoked that I went out. Like, and it's like the next session will be better. Like if that, you know, if that's the standard now, then the next session is going to be a higher standard, you know, than the next session. And you just build on it. You build on it. And you build on it. Like that's what you got to do. And that's what you did as a kid. That's what you did when you were younger. If you fall in this category of, I used to ride and now I don't ride as much, blah, 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 blah. Like it's progression. The more you do it, the better you get. So you just got to get out there and get it. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Let me know if you think I should continue this. I think I'm going to do car talks like this on the way to and from the skate park, or just away from the skate park, whichever. Don't know. We'll just let the time decide what I'm going to do on that, if I continue to do this, because I do enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.